Okay, Ironheart spoilers herein. If you haven't seen the show yet, you should. It's a pretty good watch. But also maybe don't watch this episode just yet. So in the comics, the demonic entity who empowered the Hood's cloak is none other than Dormammu, the Lord of the Dark Dimension. And since Dread Dormammu made his MCU debut all the way back in Doctor Strange, some were quick to speculate on some kind of possible tie-in between the two franchises. Well, as it turns out, the Hood's supernatural patron in this series is actually Mephisto, who I've already done an episode on, seemingly scuttling any hints of a future encounter with the sorcerers of Kemertage. Or so you might think. In the mainline Marvel Comics universe, Zelma Stanton was once an ordinary Bronx librarian who one day found herself afflicted with mystical mind maggots, which feed on psychic energy and secrets. Out of her depth, she sought the help of none other than Doctor Strange, who managed to expel the parasites, but prompted a chase through the halls and horrors of the Sanctum Sanctorum, after which Strange asked for her help keeping his library organized. Because as it turns out, between the mind-bending dimensional monstrosities and rude talking snakes, the most terrifying thing in this house of madness and mystery? A disorganized library. Soon enough, Zelma began taking a more active role in Strange's adventures. But after being trapped in Weird World for a time, Zelma underwent a change that resulted in her becoming more sensitive to magic, at which point she was promoted, I guess, to Strange's apprentice. And also librarian, not for the Sanctum Sanctorum, but for the Strange Academy. The Strange Academy is basically the Future Foundation, but for magicians, and if you don't know what the Future Foundation is, well, I might still want to do an episode on that, so all you really need to know is that it's a Strange Academy for scientists. Anyway, Zelma's not only the librarian, but also teaches anatomy and interdimensional geography. And this is where our connection to the Ironheart series really gets tenuous. The MCU's Zelma, here a more or less homeschooled witch whose mother once studied at Kemertage, plays a supporting role in the back half of Ironheart, helping Riri integrate magic into her suit to fight the Hood on a more even playing field. But at the end of the series, a now depowered Parker Robbins comes to her looking for help on getting his magic back. With rumblings that Marvel Studios is working on some kind of Strange Academy project, maybe we'll see these two enroll. Well, maybe Zelma. Hood I have a harder time believing. Anyways, next week, it's time to start gearing up for the Fantastic Four.